Now,
Wow.
the worst part of it is the voice note was 40 seconds. I'm remembering this thing because it paid me. You get the voice note was 40 seconds to tell me that. The worst part was she blocked me instantly. So by the time I woke up and listened to the voice note, I couldn't even reply it.
Wow. You
It
already
was like,
blocked. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, and of course it's me, it's I, Bola Saka, and this time guys, it's another Shege. I'm so sorry. I know guys, you guys want to kill me for it's been long you saw a new video up on another Shege. Guys, I'm so sorry. A lot has been happening. We've been trying to get guests to come and speak, but you know the saying that goes that if you cannot go to Muhammad, if Muhammad cannot come to you, you go to Muhammad, right? So guys, this is me going to Muhammad. So for the first time we're having an online guest, guys. See, I know, I'm sure you're excited about it. I've had so many people that want to speak on this topic and on these episodes, but distance is a barrier, and I was like, okay, why not get people to do this online? I just asked a friend of mine. She was like, that's a good idea. Why not to get them to speak online? Probably just call them and they share their experience, just as the way it always goes. The only difference is that there's nobody sitting with me, but imagination, the person sitting down with me. So guys, our first speaker for today is a guy, Noel, all the way from Port Harcourt, and I'm so excited. That happens to be my friend, my childhood friend. I kind of know the story he wants to give. He's a guy, yeah, but I actually want the guys to listen, sit back, and enjoy the story that Noel will be giving to us. So how it goes is I'm going to call Noel on the phone, and Noel will just like same way as usual. He'll ask questions and he'll explain and give us all his own Shege stories. So guys, let me know what you think about it, if it's something we should keep going forward with. And also, hope you've seen the previous episode of another Shege. It's all happened with Clinton, all the stories that came up with it. I saw guys comment. Thank you so much for the love you guys showed Clinton. That was so thoughtful of you all. Let me know in the comment section what you think about the previous episodes and areas we think we can correct and be better in it. So without further ado, let's go straight into this video. Hi Noel.
hi Bola, good evening.
Good evening. Welcome to my channel. How are you?
Thank you. Thanks for having me. I'm good.
How was your day?
Hectic, but we're pushing through.
Because I don't know why I'm always bringing tech guys for you guys to come and tell me, because you know another tech guy in the building. So Noel, how has your tech journey been for you so far?
Well, I won't say smooth, but we've been coping, sure.
And it's what
It's been good. Some days are good, some days are stressful, but all the same, we love what we do.
Yeah, obviously. All right, Noel. So Noel, let's go straight into the video of the day. Another Shege. I already told them that we've been friends way back, and I also told them that I've known you. I kind of know the story you want to tell, but I want you to share it yourself so they can. I think I know what you want to say, but it's actually been nice hearing it from the horse's mouth. So Noel, let's start with, what do you think is love?
What do I think is love?
Yeah, so what would you
love
call
could
love?
be a lot of things. But for someone that is about to get married,
Oh, shame. Put that out.
I can actually tell you what love is or what they taught us in counseling class. But generally, I'm just going to say love is an intentional feeling. I use the word intentional because you really have to be intentional. It's an intentional feeling and affection that you develop for someone. And when I say someone, I mean someone like one person, right? In this sense, I'm defining love in the context of this topic, right? I'm not defining the whole general kind of love.
Yeah, in relationship
I
topic.
love my siblings. Yeah, exactly.
Obviously.
You get my point. So yeah, that's what I'm going to define love as.
Okay, that's good. I like the fact you said an intentional feeling. That's cute because
Yes,
most people don't know that you need to be intentional about this love thing. I don't think most times love is just that butterflies that come with the first time or second time of seeing somebody. I think it's what happens later that's the definition of love. If that person will stay with you, if you guys will fight for different things and fight to be together, I think that's what love is all about. Okay.
I agree.
Noel, so what do you think about openness in relationship, financial openness in relationship?
financial openness.
Yeah. Do you think you should be open your partner with your finances, or it should be something you don't talk about?
Well, I think that question depends on the person. But for me, I think I prefer openness when it comes to finance because number one, it helps a lot. I'm a bad spender,
Okay.
right? In my relationship, I'm a bad spender, and my fiancé is not a bad spender. So
Yeah, the
when it
opposite
comes
of
to
you.
openness, so when it comes to openness, I am actually a big fan of it because what it does is it helps in knowing, okay, now I have money. Okay, babe, this is what was paid to us. This is my salary. This is what I earn. So my fiancé knows what I earn. So I just make it open to her. But I say it is a personal thing. I make it open to her. It doesn't mean I might likely give her. I can, but I can do the savings myself. But as far as she knows what I earn, to the point that most times she know what I spend my money on,
Yeah.
then it helps me to be responsible when it comes to finances. Now, aside that, we also have like a joint account that we created with one of these fintech apps that we normally throw in money once a while, and sometimes when we are stuck with something, maybe we want to do a personal project, right? Or project we want to do together. We could just go there and say, okay, babe, I want to borrow some amount of money. And then you should be like, all right, that's fine, you can do that, but make sure you send it. Tell me when you're sending it back. It's not just tell me when you're sending it back. And then I have to say that. And when it's time, she reminds me, and like, you've not sent your money. And then I have to do that, right? And then I can't take money without her being notified. Yeah. That's the funny part. Wow. So yeah, for me, it's actually a good thing.
I think that's where accountability comes into.
Yes,
yeah, that's good. I like that. So what will you say? Another question. Don't worry. I just want to prep you for the main gist. So I want to be relaxed. So what do you think about boundaries in relationship? When I mean boundaries with the opposite sex.
Okay. This part I actually had challenges with it a whole lot because I grew up having more female friends than guys.
Yeah, I'm one of them.
Yeah, true. So what happened later on is when I got into my relationship, I think any relationship I have ever gone into, this was one thing I was fighting with because everywhere we go to together, I always mostly see people I know, and they're mostly females.
Oosh.
And then we want to have this discussion, and
so you're always hugging them.
Exactly. Wow. So, but at some point, I had to limit that. I had to limit my the way I communicate. So I can't. It will be so difficult to just call a female dear, in as much as it sounds so normal, right? I do it sometimes, depending on how close you are, but I limited how I communicate with my female friends. Yes, and then I limit a lot of things. So if you're my female friend, calling me at some point, late hours, if it's not an emergency, I don't mean it's not like I don't do those things, right? But I have to limit it. I have to create that boundary. So you don't. I think it got to a point where I worked with someone in the office, a female friend, and then I'm like, can you just stop touching me in a manner? Because yeah,
just passing current.
Not like it's a bad manner. You understand?
I get.
But for the fact that if I let it continue, maybe someday we are having a company party, and then I show up with my fiancé or my girlfriend or whatever, right? And then because that was the thought I was having. If she's here, can I do this, right? So it's got to a point now. Currently now, what happens is everything that happens throughout my day, I talk about it with her. So if I meet somebody that is trying to, do something funny, I'm kissing her. You get. So because of that, it gave me a sense of accountability.
Yeah.
That whatever I do, she's aware, right? So I had to reduce, I had to create that boundary, all right? So it doesn't cause a problem. And then she also spoke to me and she was like, well, I enjoy the fact that you're friendly, I enjoy the fact that you're social, but you
know
really
when
have
to
to
cut the
create that
boundary.
boundary.
Yeah.
Yes, know where to do the stuff and all that.
Yeah. So you're actually saying that it's good to create boundaries in relationship. Well.
Exactly.
Okay, so Noor, I don't want to waste our time because I have a lot of questions to ask, but I just want to go straight into the video of the day. So how did your shege come? Give us the gist, give us all the T's, dot all the I's. Let's hear the story.
All right, so it came in 2 ways.
Wow.
So it's actually 2. So I'm going to talk about the 2. So the first one was we started off as friends, right?
Okay.
And we were friends for like 2 years.
Wow.
And one thing about me is I enjoy friendship a lot. All right. So we were friends for 2 years, and within that 2 years, I think I asked her once, and she was like, "No," and I was like, "Why?" She said, "Well, for now, I think you should get something doing."
Okay,
Right,
okay, you were
which
still in school then.
Yeah, I was still in university. You get, well, I think I was year 2 also, which I agreed, and then I started something about 2 months after.
Okay.
Which was graphic design. So I was doing that, and then I started earning small money.
Yeah.
Then that was from 2015 to 2016. I asked her the first time. Then 2017, I think I made some money then, and then there was sponsoring now and all that. So I was still in school. Then, but I was approaching my finals. So I was doing this stuff, getting money and all that. So I asked her again, and then she said yes. So I was so excited, and I was so happy. Yeah.
Lover boy.
Okay. Sorry. This was when I asked her the second time. It was around 2015, 2016. We've been friends since 2013, 2014. That was when I just got into school. I was in year 2.
Okay.
So in 2015, 2016, I think I was in my 400 level. If I was correct, yeah, 400 level. Then I got to my final year in 2017. So we started going out. We talked about things a lot. I got to know the family. I was a friend to the family. Like when I mean a friend, the mom calls me sometimes and she's like, no, can you come to the house? And I'm thinking there's an emergency. I get to the house, there's food. And she's like, she just wants to host me and all that. I'm like, oh, wow, that's nice. So I fell in love with the family.
Yeah, and they loved you back.
Yeah, they did. They actually did. Then, no, I don't know. They did then. So it was that good that everything the mom wants to do, she consults me, because the dad was not in Port Harcourt, where I base. He was working out and all that. So I was like a consultant to the family. I was a friend. I was a family. When one of our siblings misbehaved, the mom calls me to caution that. And when I do that, they just behave back.
Wow.
Right? So, okay. So, we talked about marriage. And then, can you hear me clearly, right?
Yeah, I can hear you very well.
Alright, so we talked about marriage. Not like I was ready then, but I needed to know, okay, what's your plan? What are you looking at? What should I know? And then she told me something, and she said she's not planning to get married until after her master's or PhD.
Okay.
I was like, okay. And then I think she was in her third year.
Yeah, 311.
And then I was like, okay, that's actually an amazing thing. At least it gives me 2-3 years ahead to actually plan myself. So I said, okay, fine. We agreed, right? But then this was where the problem started from. So she got into final year.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden she started acting, weird. At first, we had a lot of time together where she wanted to do something, blogging and all that, and I was always there to make sure that it's happening, right? I was always there, but I think I made a mistake, which was I was 99% focused on building her personality than my personality. So I think it got to a point, her personality overshadowed mine.
Wow.
So somehow I didn't fit into the picture again. So it was not like, when you and someone used to rapport and then you got to a stage, there is this withdrawal because this person is not really, it happens automatically. So that was what was happening. And then I was like, okay, let's talk about this. What's up? There's a distance. I could see it. I could feel it. You don't tell me. And then she was like, it's nothing. It's just school stress because it was in finals, writing project and all that. I was like, okay, fine. I will let it slide and all that. This was in if I'm correct, this was in 2017. It's still 2017. I was planning to graduate. So, the first problem started from when she had her birthday.
Okay.
So 2 times the birthday, I planned a surprise. Normally, I planned a surprise.
Wow, lover boy. Say normally.
I tried reaching her. No way. I mean, 2 days to your birthday. Then the next day I sent a text. I'm like, okay, I planned this. I didn't tell her. I was like, what's your plan for your birthday? She said she doesn't know. And this is someone that has done a photo shoot already that was not aware of. Then she doesn't know. I'm like, okay. So the day of her birthday, I sent her number to the person that was supposed to contact her for the surprise. And the lady was like, she said she's not expecting any surprise from anybody. So I was like, tell her it's from her. Right? So the lady called. She didn't pick again. Right? Now, it was that funny. So later on, I now saw pictures of her birthday that she went to do in the photo studio, the pictures and everything. I was like, but you told me.
You saw it from other people's story or from your.
I saw it on her own status on WhatsApp then. I was like, but you say you didn't have a plan. And this was not in the morning because throughout the day I couldn't reach her. So this was later in the evening.
Yeah.
That I saw it. Right? I was like, but you say you didn't have a plan. Now the surprise, I had to tell the lady to just give it to anybody. Yeah, because it's useless to me. Because I was very angry. So she was now giving me excuses that I didn't care, blah blah. I was like, what's up? You say you were. She was like, she was struggling with project. I was like, did you call me? I called. I asked. You see, project was doing this. I tried to help. It didn't work out because we were not studying the same course. I can't do your project or assignments for you. I can only help.
Yeah.
It's how I can. And then time went on. Fast forward. In that same, I think it was in 2020 June. I can't remember if it was June or July. Right.
So you guys kept dating from 2017 to 2020.
No, we started from 2016, 2017. Okay, it was in 20, we did that for a year plus. This was in 2019, fast forward to 2019.
Yeah.
I woke up one morning, and then I saw a voice note from her.
Okay.
And then in the voice note, she was like, okay, in 2017, something happened. I felt sick. I felt very sick, like it was that serious. And funny enough, I went to the hospital and they couldn't find anything, right?
Yeah.
But I knew I was sick. So they placed me on drugs for a very long time. I think I took that drug for over a year.
Wow.
So I was taking drugs every month for over a year. So that day I went to her and I'm like, man, I don't understand how I feel. Like I felt like I was dying.
Oh my God.
You understand?
Yeah.
I felt like I was dying. So I was like, well, at this point, I don't want to put the burden on you. If you want to leave, so I don't become a burden to you, it is fine. Because I don't even know what my tomorrow is like. At that point, I was ready to just let it go. It was that bad. Even my parents were like, well, we don't know what to do. Since they can't tell you nothing and all that. But me, I knew something was wrong with me, right? So I said, I don't want to be a burden to you. If you want to leave, you can. I give her that opportunity at that point. Then she told me something, which is why I have issues when people tell me God said. Yes, sincerely, see, I'm a believer, 100%. You know that already.
Yeah.
But because of this thing, I had a different ideology when someone told me God said. So she told me she has prayed about us and God said she will stay.
That she will
I
stay.
said, okay, that's fine. Yes. She
Okay.
literally told me that. And then I was like, oh, great. And then we continued. 3 months after, I got a voice note. I think it was up to 6 months. I got the voice note. And then I listened to it and she told me she's not doing it again. Like, she just, like, it was, number one, it was via voice notes. That was the embarrassing moment. Number two, what she said had no reason. Like, there was no reason. She just told me she doesn't think she's in love with me again, that she has moved on.
Wow.
Now, the worst part of it is the voice note was 40 seconds. I'm remembering this thing because it paid me. You get the voice note was 40 seconds to tell me that. The worst part was she blocked me instantly. So by the time I woke up and listened to the voice note, I couldn't even reply it.
Wow, you already blocked.
Oga, get out. And there was no option for you to even ask what happened. Is this something we can work out? And this happened early in the year 2019. I think towards March or so. I was like, it's a joke. I texted the mom, like on WhatsApp instantly, because we talk on WhatsApp.
Yeah.
So I was like, good morning, mom, because I call her mom. Now, this is the funny part. When she replies my message, she used son.
But that day,
she just said good morning.
Wow.
That was when I knew something was wrong. I called the mom, she didn't pick. I called her herself, she didn't pick. I wanted to text the sister. The sister has blocked me as well. I was going to text the brother has blocked me as well. I was like, okay, what do you know? Now, the only option I had was to go to their house. But at that point, I didn't want to.
Yes, because the whole family has blocked you.
Yeah, if the whole family has blocked me, how will I be welcomed? Now, the funny part is, from that time till that was in March, April, May, June, July. In August, which is 5 months after, in June, in August, yeah, it was in August, I remember it was Bole Festival. In August, I attended Bole Festival with a friend of mine who is also a female, which I'm coming to that story.
Mm-hmm.
And then I saw her at Bole Festival. And then when she saw me, she froze.
Obviously.
I walked up to her and I answered her and I talked to her and I was like, what happened? I'm not asking you to come back to my life. I just want to know
what really
happened. Why would the whole family just block me after how many years? Like, it doesn't make sense. And she was like, well, that she thought about it, that she can't stay, she has a lot to accomplish in her life. And then she just finished her school, she's planning to go for NYC, that there's a lot ahead of her. I was like, okay, is that your reason? She said, yes. I said, well, she said, and secondly, I'm not ready. In my head, I was like, we talked about this. You told me it was after your master's and PhD. All of a sudden, you want me to be ready. It doesn't work like that. And then I was like, okay, fine. I just wanted to know your reason. That was why I was trying to reach you. Now you've told me, let's move on. And then from there, I made up my mind that it's done. Now, the next day, being a Sunday, I attended an event, which unfortunately she was the anchor of that event, like the MC of the event. So, yeah, it was like a coincidence. So after the event, we met, and I was like, oh, how are you? This one, you did great and all that. She was asking me how did the event go and everything. Then she said she wanted to introduce me to somebody. And then she took me to this guy, which is very funny. Yeah, I'm going to say everything on this.
Obviously, don't leave out any details.
Because I've heard her part of the story. It didn't end well. Like, the things she said about me. I'm not trying to throw shit, but I'm going to say everything.
Yeah.
So, I met this guy. Good-looking guy, no doubt. And I was like, okay, maybe she wants to introduce me to a business partner or something. Then she said, this is her fiancé.
Ooh.
I was like, this is 3-4 months after.
You already have a fiancé.
yesterday you say you want to plan your life, and now you're telling me, like, I couldn't move for over 30 minutes.
Wow.
It took, so because the event was hosted by mutual friends of ours, and the guy knew about us. So immediately she said that, I was like, you didn't even let me heal, and you're introducing me to your fiancé. I was still talking to her, then she told me something. She said he doesn't like someone waiting for her because the guy walked out when we were talking. So I was like, that's fine. She left. I was standing on that spot for 20-25 minutes. I couldn't move because, like, I couldn't fathom what was happening. It looked strange. It sounded strange. I was there till the guy finished, the owner of the event, the host of the event, finished what he was doing. And I was like, oh, wow, how far? I said, I'm good. He said, did you see, I won't mention her name.
Yeah.
Did you see her? And I'm like, yes, I did. And she just introduced me to her fiancé. The guy was like, that's the joke, right? I said, no, it's not. She was like, he was like, which area are you going to? And then I told him, and then he had to drop me off at my house by himself. He didn't even say any word to me because at that point, him too couldn't
There was
fathom
no
what
word to say, seriously.
Everyone knew about us.
Everybody knew about how close you guys were. So there was no word to say.
So it was like a secret thing that she did. So I said, okay, at that point, I made up my mind that, well, I can't do anything again. It's done. So I called her my female friend. I was like, this is what happened and everything. She was like, well, just take it easy on yourself, blah, blah, blah. So later on, she got married to this guy. They did their whole traditional
like few months later.
I think it was like, this happened in June. Because COVID happened, so they had to move it to after COVID, which is around that May the next year.
Yeah.
So this happened in August 2019. Then 2020 was when they did their wedding. Now, the funny part is, I felt something was wrong because I was still trying to figure it out. We've discussed on your type of guy that she would actually like.
And he doesn't fit in at all.
Yes, and this guy does not fit in. And it just looked awkward. But then I couldn't do anything, so I let it slide. And then they got married. And then, now the funny part is, they were not engaged when she told me it was a fiancé. So they got engaged a week after. So this is the part where everyone knew.
Yeah,
so
I saw too.
And then the video came out. I was getting messages like, congratulations. I was like, guys, that's not me.
You're not the groom.
A lot of people now figured out that the person in the video is not me. And that video caused a lot of problems because people were like, did they force her? And I'm like, don't ask me. I won't make any comment with regards to that.
Yeah.
I just let everything slide. So it was then people now discovered that we've actually broken up. And everybody wanted to hear the story. I kept it to myself because it wasn't important to anyone.
Yeah, to disclose.
So that was my first Shege moment. And then I think that one took me up to 6-7 months to recover. I had to leave Port Harcourt for a while.
Wow.
Because everything reminds me of her. When I mean everything, we went to different sports in Port Harcourt, went to different events. Even people that are mutual friends, I had to avoid them because there is no way I'll still keep close friendship with them.
Yeah, without you bringing it up.
Yes, without stumbling. But now, I think I saw her recently and we didn't talk. I don't...
Is she still married?
Well, that's a story for another day. However, there were stories that came up, and it was like the guy wasn't legit.
Yeah, I was married before.
Yeah, I think you know the story.
Yeah, I know the story, guys. Let me give you guys the gist. Don't rush, no way. I didn't want to say this. You know, they say your karma comes in different ways, guys. So after she left Noel and she got married, I was on my phone one day and I just entered, is it Instablog or BBS, which app?
Yeah, Instablog,
Linda Ikeji. And we just saw our wonderful young girl being dragged by the man's wife.
I was dragged.
The shock too, right?
Some persons actually came to my DM and like, you've done your worst. I'm like, what the hell?
Are you serious?
Yes, somebody actually said they are going to arrest me. That was the one that put out that gist. And I'm like, okay, come. just come and arrest me. Like, why would I go and pay blocks to do what?
Oh man, this was hot, guys. It was trending on social media that she married somebody's husband. That one did not even divorce the wife. Charlie, like the story was messy, guys, and that happened. So Noel,
Yes.
your
No.
second Shege.
Oh, okay. The second one was that friend I was talking to them.
Oops, you're gonna say dating.
Yeah, we've actually been friends for long. We started as business partners, though. She was doing one business then that I was interested in, so she brought me on board. And then I was doing multi-level marketing, this Swiss good and all that.
Yeah.
So she was doing it, she was good at it, so I was learning. And we were friends, nothing attached. Now, after about 6 months, we started going out, not dating yet. It became so close, and then I asked her out, and then she told me something first, which was very funny, which I should have had in mind, but then I forgot. She said she also prayed about it, and I did.
So all the girls they're always praying about it, and God tells them yes.
I'm a believer now, so they know when they tell me that I just take it like it is. My mom does that to me a lot. So she said she also prayed about it, and I was not the kind of person that was in her picture. She was being sincere, and I accepted it. But we're still friends, right? Along the line, she started giving me attitude and all that. I was like, what's up? So one day, I was with her phone, and then I stumbled on the message that was being sent by her best friend, who I know very well. And then she was telling the best friend about how she had started developing feelings for me. So I didn't say anything. So I started becoming intentional as far.
Yeah, you're fighting for what you saw.
Exactly. So I now asked her out. But when I was asking her out, I made it clear. I was like, if you will not stay, like I'm not doing this for fun. If you will not stay, please don't say yes. And I repeated that like 3 times.
Yeah.
Okay. And then she was like, I'll stay. You know, when you're excited over something, you don't think forward, yeah?
Yeah, true.
Like, I will stay. I'm like, okay. So we got started. This was even more. Me, I'm a lover boy. I know how to let go of heartbreak very quickly. But it does something to me within that time frame. So it was just like I forgot about the other person.
Yeah.
Although I still have triggers most times. So when I stumble on things that reminds me of the person. For me on this one, I was so intentional. I knew the family. She knew my siblings. I always want to know the family. I don't know. That's how I operate. And they always like me. Right? So we started going out. And then she started complaining of not having a skill outside the marketing thing because marketing thing folded.
Yeah.
So I said, okay, why not learn this and learn that? I started putting her through, bought some courses, linked her with some people. And then she started learning. And fast forward, I started working, right? That was when I now ventured into tech fully. I entered tech because of frustration.
It
was during COVID. So I was doing business there. So when COVID struck, I couldn't continue with my printing business. So I had to look for something to keep my mind busy. Yeah, so that was how I got into tech in 2020. So when the whole COVID finished, I got a job and then I started working. So she was training in a tech hub also in Port Harcourt. And then she met a guy who is a motion designer. And then she loved motion because that was what I encouraged her to do. So she met this guy who introduced her to another guy and they started doing motion. And I was happy. So she got an internship role where I work. So we started working together. Yeah, my boss knew and all that. I didn't have a problem. And then from there, I resigned from the job by December still 2020 to face my business fully.
Yeah.
And then she also resigned because the business, the company was shaky. There was no balance there.
Yeah.
So we started doing motion on the side. Mm-hmm. But then I started noticing some, like as usual, it was just what happened with the first one. She now got into final year as well. And then there was this distance again. And then I was like, okay, what's going on? She said nothing. And she's this kind of person that gets tired with something over time. So I always try to push her to learn, right? Mm-hmm. So over time, then in 2021, I think in 2021, I got a place for my business. And then each time I say, okay, come around and see what we've gotten. At least give your input. She will say it's far. Then one day she now asked me, do I know so place around my work area? I'm like, yeah, I know the place. It's close to my office. She was like, okay, she actually wants to come there to relax and then meet a client. I'm like, okay, where my office is far for you. But now it comes to business. You want to meet a client, it's not far. I'm like, okay, fine, I can take you there. She agreed. But she didn't come again because of, I think the client was not available or something. So I said, okay, fine. Then in March, that same year, I lost my dad.
Oh, sorry about
in March
that.
I lost my dad. So I didn't have time to go to work. My staff were the one doing job there. I didn't have time to do anything. Now, it took her a month. It took her 2 months. I think, it took her a month, the next month, to actually visit me.
Wow, after you lost your dad.
Exactly. And this was because her mom asked her to. And when she came like a stranger. Like she didn't even come inside the house. I had to meet her outside. And then that was it.
And it was your girlfriend?
Yes. And then I had so many things that, just like before, we were going out together. Everyone knew. Like, if you see me, you will see her. We walk together, like we're going everywhere together. So when I was planning my dad's burial, I didn't have time to always call, but I was reaching out as much as I can. She didn't call me. Her excuse was she didn't know how to console me. No text, no call. Nothing, right?
My gender.
In May, we did my dad's burial. I'm the only son, so it's a whole lot. And my dad is from River State and he's a king. So the whole responsibility was so much.
Yeah.
So in May, we did the burial and we finished everything. The Thanksgiving, she didn't come. Right? Yeah. So like few months after the whole burial, I think there was a wedding we attended together. Now, after the wedding, I now noticed the way she responds to me is not like before. So I told her, okay, I know I've been away for a while. Let's go out. Let's just go to the cinema. Let's just spend time together for the whole day. So I drove to pick her up. And then we spent time the whole day. And then I asked her what's up. She says she's going to tell me. I even bought a gift. That's particularly. So the next day, I got another VN. Yeah, unlike the first one that was 40 seconds, this one was 2 minutes plus. And in that 2 minutes plus, she was apologizing for 1 minute.
About what she's about to say.
Yeah, she now dropped the bomb that she fell out of love with me. And this is because while I was away, she had a fling with someone that not like it went far, but she started falling in love with someone else.
Don't tell me it's emotion, guy.
Chill. and that she doesn't want to pretend to me. And
it was after the date that you bought her a gift.
Yes, this was a day after, like the 9th. She sent it around 12 something.
Wow.
That same day. So that she has to go, that I should let her go, and she was apologizing. I'm like, okay, this one is even fair.
As in, she even apologizing and still allowing you to reach out.
So, but in this case, I needed it to work because I was tired.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, can it work? Can we just make it work? Forget about what has happened. I know I wasn't way back now. Yes.
So you're ready to forgive her to make it work?
I was. I was at that point. Then she said something that made me just make a U-turn instantly. She said, yes, it can actually work, but she doesn't want it.
Oh,
At that point, I just went off. At that point, I knew, there's nothing I can do. So I said, okay, that's fine. It's okay. Let it go. She still said we can be friends and all that. Currently, I don't have a contact, but I don't know if she has mine. She said we can still be friends. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. We can still be friends, no problem. Blah, 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 blah. And I moved on. I didn't want to know who, but I suspected because there were times when she would tell me good night at night, and then later on she would send me a message, and it's a message about advice. And I know this kind of advice is not advice that a girl wants to know. It's something a boy wants to know. So she would say, if you're in this kind of situation, what would you advise?
Wow, so she was asking you questions.
Do you guys?
Wait, let me get to it. She was asking you questions. Let's say, for example, that the guy was asking her.
I was asking her.
Wow.
So if I answer her, she would go and answer him. So she was like, this is a guy's perspective. I was like, okay, that's fine. So I suspected, and I wonder about the guy. I'm like, I don't like your relationship with this guy. She told me something. She said, he's not my type.
They are always not their type.
do you get the scoop now? So after everything, I now figured out that it was, how I knew was, a friend of ours has, because I'm a designer, the guy is a motion designer. So we have this design group. The guy was inside. Now, this is not the motion designer she met. It was the one that one introduced her to.
Wow, the second guy.
That one knows me very well. We are all in the same community as designer.
Wow.
And he knew that she was my girlfriend. It's not everyone knew.
This one is your own bro that did this to you.
Yes, even the one that introduced her to that boy, that one even know. That one works with me. We work in the same company.
Yeah.
The guy is our graphic designer. We work in the same company, which is what made me just pull out of the whole design community until I had my own. So it moved on, and then one of us was having a birthday party, which I attended, and then I saw the guy there. When I came in, it was not up to 5 minutes. The guy asked that he wants to leave.
Oosh, guilty conscience.
I was like, okay, I'm getting this scope. He couldn't even talk to me like that.
Yes, man.
So he left, and then I knew later on. Unfortunately, almost everybody in the design community already knew.
Wow.
It was like I was the last person to know, which means they were even dating before she told me.
Oosh. Okay.
And that's why she said it couldn't work.
It couldn't work because she was already into another one with someone else. Wow.
Yeah, do you get? So after a while, someone now sent me, a good friend of ours now sent me, because the guy knew that I liked this girl from beginning. Yeah. He now sent me a screenshot of her and the guy.
Well.
He now asked me what happened. I was like, so she didn't even tell you. You that is like our go-to when things go wrong. And I told him his whole story. He was like, no, that she messed up if it's that one. I was like, well, I've moved on.
You have, and you're in a better place now.
That was what happened. But the funny part of all this is, in as much as things happen like this, in fact, this last one, the second one, I moved very fast because it happened in June. It happened in June. I met my fiancée in July. We started dating in August. So to her now, she thought I was cheating. Meanwhile, I met the person a month after she broke up with me in church.
Yeah, I remember this too. Like, you guys were trending, your fiancé were trending on Twitter on how you guys met.
We started dating, and a year and few months, we got engaged.
Hallelujah, somebody.
After the second one, I made up my mind on one thing. So I discovered one thing.
Yeah.
The age range. I'm not throwing shade at anybody.
Yeah.
I discovered So I discovered they were the same age. They were both the same level in school. So I just made up my decision. I made up my mind, and I told myself, I said, I'm never going to try this with anyone around that age range or someone that is about to finish school again. So when I met my fiancé now, the first question I asked is, are you in school?
Are you in school?
That was my first question, because I can't make that mistake twice.
Yeah.
Or 3 times. You make mistake one, the same thing twice, the third time.
You should be smart.
Exactly. So that was how I ended up with my current fiancé.
Wow, that's nice. Do you know why your story is sweet? It's the fact that you finally found love and you're with someone that's better than every other one you've been with, obviously. So it's really sweet. Your story is sweet, but guy, your breakfast was strong. It's the fact that they all came in almost same level.
It was funny because why it was also shocking, especially the second one, was because
she was aware of the first one. Yeah.
Exactly. Knowing that this is exactly the same
same
method.
way.
Like,
Try.
why should it happen like that? So,
My
but
dear,
then that is that.
shit happens. That's all we have to say. So what will you say?
Yes.
Was there any? Will you say? Did you ever cheat in your relationship?
If I ever cheat,
Yeah, did you ever cheat in your relationship?
that's the thing. I'm not that kind of person.
Okay, we have a good boy in the building.
Yes, but
He said, yeah, he's a good boy. All right, Noel. Thank you so much for sharing this story. So, what's one last word you have to say to my people? Probably it's people that have experienced heartbreak like you, people that have gone through Shege in different dimensions, probably for people they loved and trusted so much. Even when family is involved, it's not a guarantee that it will work.
yeah, it's not a guarantee. Well, I'm just going to say there is really no blueprint.
Yeah,
There's no blueprint to how love should be.
yeah,
There's no specific pattern. But one thing that helped me is the fact that I'm able to move on when I know that, well, A doesn't work. There should be a B somewhere. So I'm very heavy on love. And that's why when people say love is a scam or love is not existing, I can understand based on their experience.
yeah.
But I won't agree.
Because
That's
love,
me. I can stand you,
love is
but I
possible.
won't agree because I've been there and I'm better now. That's what I'm going to say. So yeah, you just have to possibly keep
Give
trying.
love a chance again.
Yeah, exactly. You just have to. You just have to. There's no specific pattern to it.
Wow. All right. Thank you so much, Noel, for coming up here. Thank you so much. I really enjoyed our section. But please tell my people to subscribe, like, and share this video.
Alright, so please, I've known Bola since when she was hustling for like.
You've known me since primary school.
Should I talk about the parts where I had to teach you how to use your phone to video? Let's not even go
yeah, don't worry. Let's not mention that. But yeah, you're one of those people that actually helped me with this my YouTube career.
So please, guys, like and share, and also subscribe to her channel.
Yeah.
She posts amazing stuff. Trust me.
Yeah, I do. Thank you so much, Noel, and I wish you all the best in life with your new fiancée that will soon be your wife. Thank you so much, Noel. Bye.
All right, bye.
Bye. Wow. So, guys, how did it go, guys? When the story came, I was aware of the first girl because I kind of knew her and I knew how close they were. Like, they were so close. They were inseparable. Like, I could remember a particular detail that he didn't want to go into details, but just trying to be fast about it, even though it ended up being very long. I could remember one time in school. She was 1 year my junior in school, and then he would call me and ask me, how did you do your clearance in this particular faculty, in these places? How did you do your clearance in... Like, he was actually following her for clearance. Guys, see, you see this love thing, and there's no blueprint to it, like he said. The fact that you were present and you were available all through doesn't mean that you might still end up together, or the fact that you guys spent a long time together doesn't mean you might still end up together. Love comes in different forms and Shege comes in different ways. So there's no particular way, there's no pattern to this love thing. It happens anyhow. And then it's just God's grace and God's favor that helps us, because with your own normal human knowledge and wisdom, it doesn't work that way, guys. So guys, thank you so much for watching this episode, another Shege. I'm so happy, and I'm sure you're enjoying this episode, this online episode, because there's no excuse to why there should not be another Shege every Friday, guys. Guess what, guys? Our next audience, our next video, another Shege guest is all the way from Gambia, and guys, this one, our story is juicy and interesting. I'm sure you don't want to miss that. So please make sure you've watched previous episodes on that Shege, so you can relate to what we are talking about and what we are saying. And also, guys, don't forget to subscribe, like, share. And if you are a new subscriber or a new member, you just see my face for the first time, please make sure you subscribe and join this family, because yeah, we have different videos. So guys, and let me know what you guys think that we can add or adjust in our episodes of Shege. Let me know what to make it more juicy. Share your idea. Your idea is welcome. We're a family. We're doing this together. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in my next video. I love you guys so much. Thank you for always supporting me, rooting for me. I don't take your love for granted. I appreciate every single one of you. Without you guys, there will not be this Shege stories because you guys inspired it. Thank you guys, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.